I tell you, it's amazing. You give a guy a shot and he shoots him forward.
Oh boy, Stanley Steamer.
Whoa, there's
and around she goes into Kenseth.
Oh gosh.
Up in the air and into the wall hard.
Man, Kenseth.
Man, I thought he was going to catch the catch fence back there. The way it landed was.
I am not believing that.
She's right in the middle, the fifth car back.
I think somebody makes contact with. McDowell got her in the left rear.
Yep.
Yep. And that
no, she hit him in the right front. And when that happened, just got air underneath the car.
Is anybody left in this race?
Let's watch from the Goodyear aerial coverage, and you'll see several things happen here. See what happened to Kyle Busch and how Joey Logano got involved. Riding with Danica Patrick, it's up ahead.
You'll see Kyle, the car just snaps out from under him again like it did earlier.
Stay to the bottom, stay to the bottom. All clear, all clear.
Down the hill, and when it does, Joey Logano was trying to get by on the inside. You'll see Joey coming along here. Thinks Kyle's going to stay up next to the wall, but the car comes down, and that is amazing.
Yeah, Joey was all the way on the apron.
And his ability to push. Well, he's getting a nice push from him. Oh, trouble. Harvick's around.
Oh, got spun on the backside by the 43.
How many is it going to collect?
Hold the brake.
Oh, what a vicious crash. Eric McClure. That's a hard lick for David Reagan, but this, oh, my goodness.
Left front corner, structurally sound, and they have repaired it with big one.
Oh my goodness. The 25 hit hard. That's Chris Cochran.
Gosh, that's a hard hit.
Scary, scary moment coming off of turn 2.
Right there he is in the 25 car. You see Garrett Smithley right behind him there, giving him a bump draft. They're right behind Joey Logano.
I can almost say, yeah, the 0 turns right into the 25. Joey Gase is just an innocent bystander here.
Oh, he just barely clipped that wall that jets out there, and that sent that car spinning like a top. Look at all the debris scattering.
Get that are lined up. Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. right there in the 88. Watch Burton.
Here we go. Here we go.
And she's all right after a hard crash, and the caution flag
Somebody's going to come down into her, I think.
Almirola.
Yeah, right there. He got on the bumper of it. Looked like McMurray's car, the one. Turned him a little bit to the left. Thank God for safer barriers.
That was a hard lick. It's almost that car didn't even look like it slowed down.
Earnhardt on the inside and Sterling Marlin outside.
And Ernie going with Earnhardt down on the inside. That's going to hit. Oh, big time trouble.
Terrible crash. Front of the field all torn up. Earnhardt's number 3.
Are getting out there, and the guys have a chance to gain some momentum on them as this pack catches them.
They can't do this for 10 laps.
Eric Jones around. Back across the field. The big one, part 2 at Daytona.
Yeah, they can't do this.
A horrific crash for Kyle Busch, who slid through the infield grass and went head-on into the inside wall.
Here's Sam Hornish racing with Casey Kane as they come out of the corner. Oh, looks like Casey got loose and tried to correct it. Got into Sam, and goodness gracious, what
Just
a lick.
As we saw the other day. Wow, huge lick by Jeff Gordon.
It's good to see him get out of his car. And Sam Hornish. Both of those cars hit extremely hard on that second impact.
Gordon head on into the Armco barrier.
We saw this happen with Jason Leffler's car the other day, get thrown back, and Jeff Gordon wide open, nowhere to go. It's good to see those guys get out of the car.
250. Watch the left side of your screen as Michael Waltrip's car hits the end of a cement wall, part of a gate through which passenger cars go to the infield. The car disintegrates upon impact. Somewhere in the debris and the rubble sits Michael Waltrip.
Oh, yeah, you can just see, looks like the 38 goes up the racetrack, makes contact with the 24 Byron. And that sends Jeffrey Earnhardt and Kyle Larson. Look at the air get under the right rear of the 42.
Wow.
Heavy contact with that right front. Left front.
That safer barrier was there. Thank goodness for that. But watch this thing. Once it starts flipping, it's like a feather. It just won't stop.
It looks like the 38 of Reagan just, I don't know if he gets loose or something. You know, obviously the car wasn't in the racetrack right there, sent him up the racetrack.
Wow.
Pretty lucky right there. William Byron didn't go upside down, as you saw the car get up off the ground and then settle back down, but that was not the case for the 42. Little wiggle by Hamlin.
Oh, Hamlin got, oh man, Hamlin's lost a bunch of time right there.
Around goes Kinsen.
Got a spin behind you.
Hard hit with the right front for Matt Kinsen. The left front.
Contact. Yeah, a little bit of contact between Mark Truex Jr. and the 20 of Kinsen.
Boy, I tell you, and that's a hard lick right there for Matt Kinsen.
Really hard impact right here. You can see how this wall sticks out.
But man, it's a lot better than it used to be.
That's where the safety vehicles are at, but thankfully there's a safer barrier there.
Right in that left front.
At 3 wide back there, about 6 rows back of 2x2, but side by side, coming out of turn number 2, around goes the 32 and hard into the wall. Miguel Paludo hard into the wall coming out of turn number 4.
It's the second car on the second truck on the inside line.
Wow, maybe he let off the, maybe he made an evasive action there because of PK Jr.
Wow,
what an
impact. How violent that was.
That truck weighs 3,700 pounds, and it flies up in the air like that and catches on fire, and yet.
And we saw how quickly Miguel Paludo had put the window net down, was taking his helmet off. Amazing.
I think he got in the back of Nelson Piquet Jr. and when he did, that slowed his momentum, and that's, I think, James Busher got in.
Oh, double and in trouble is 07 LaJoy. Randy LaJoy slamming into the wall. Randy LaJoy out of Norwalk, Connecticut, destroying his automobile. Control off turn 4, so similar to the 15 Ricky Rudd, but he collects the wall which Rudd just missed. Sails bottom side at 190 miles an hour into the retainer, and the car is destroyed.
Racing right in front of him in turn 4. Yeah, and this Mark had caught these cars. You can see Bobby Labonte looks like just loses it, gets loose with that car right up behind him there. But Mark had been there for a while, and you can see Mark spinning now. Not much you can do except hold on and lock the brakes as a driver at this point in time. And right there. Oh.
Yeah, I was lucky that crew members weren't injured there as well.
It's fabulous watching this.
Oh, Kyle Petty. And he takes out Sterling Marlin. And Mark Martin somehow gets by. And Kyle's going in the wall head on.
Oh, terrific impact for Kyle Petty.
Boy, that was a big hit.
4.
Looked like exactly the same thing as Jeff Gordon, just lost the air in the right front tire. And Sterling Marlin had no place to go. And look at Mark Martin. How he gets by is beyond me. But now Kyle's car, the accelerator, I think, is hung. He has no brakes. And bam, into the inside wall almost head on.
Jeff Fuller, to avoid hitting him right in the door, he turns his car hard left. But unfortunately, he's not going to be able to spin it around. He's going to make some awfully hard contact with the inside wall.
Phil couldn't hit it in a worse place. I mean, it was angled to the opening on the pit, inside wall on the backstretch. There's an opening there. Hit at a bad angle, hit flat, right there. Just a bad place to do that. But what Jeff Fuller was trying to do was trying to avoid hitting Jason Leffler. You're thinking it looks like there's a lot of time to make decisions here, but this is a split-second decision, from Jeff Fuller to come. If you'll notice, as he comes into the picture here, he's heading right for the door for Jason Leffler, decides to make a hard left to miss contact with Jason Leffler, and went right into the inside wall, hit it, at exactly the wrong spot where that opening is on that flat contact.
That happened all day was this. Christian Elder loses control of his Brad Aikens Ford up in 3 and 4. Car shoots up the racetrack, belts the outside wall. The right front and the right side take the brunt. Look at how hard that car hit the wall and how badly wrinkled it is. They had to cut Christian out of the race car. He has a concussion and a broken collarbone. Instead of that,